I'm at 12 tickets, chat. We're just spewing value. Did the YouTube stream go live? It did! Yay! So for those that haven't been keeping up on Snap news, we've got a new game mode that it's kind of like Magic Commander. You have a champion for your deck that's guaranteed to start in your opening hand. And guaranteed to start in your opening hand. And he has a skill spell that goes with it to give you an extra ability and effect too, which is fun. Moonstone. I want to call this moon here. So a fun idea that a Hoglandian had here is Mole Man generates you rocks, which have no ability, which means Victoria Hand pumps them up, but Patriot also pumps them up. And then Hood's Demon is the same. I haven't played Snap in almost 2 years. Ah, Tindra. Yeah, I've had a lot of new features since then. My only pause here is, do I need one more way to generate cards for Victoria to buff up? Probably not. I think we could probably start here because we're guaranteed to have Mole Man in the opener, yeah? Let's give this a try to start. Let's start here. Prodigy could be a second Mole Man in a pinch as well. That's true. Good call. Good call out. Ooh, there's Victoria to pump our friends up. Heyo, the deck tracker's working for this game mode now. Lovely. I don't know if I want to play her on one. I think I'm gonna vibe for now. So I might want to save her to copy with Frigga later. Should have had the faith chip. I guess if I play this now, I brick a draw. I brick a draw as well. Ooh, that's fun. I think I do this, and then next turn... Oh, we could put Frigga in the Hood lane, and then we could go Victoria Hand into Misery, get another one? Yeah, that's the line for sure. So Frigga copies Victoria Hand, and then Misery re-triggers all the on-reveals in this lane. So if I go Victoria Hand here, And then Misery here. I'm going to get a Demon, and then Frigga's going to copy Victoria, because it was the card I played before Misery. Utopia, absolutely not so here for us. And then next turn's like Mole Man plus Subterraneous Summons, probably. He generates some rocks for us, and then Subterraneous Summons makes them all bigger and or cheaper. Oh, I actually have 6 energy next turn. Do I punt the Human Torch path, maybe? And just Prodigy that Victoria? Was it that coin flip is said? Sweet mother of God. So we Moonstone here, and then we have the Victoria, and she doubles all of our cheap ongoings. They could get us with some kind of tech card, but they don't have a tech card, holy. Casual 42 points between a demon and a couple of rocks. Well, if that isn't just a perfect first showcase for this pile of cards, I don't know what is. No notes. Someone said, I liked your Agatha Sarah control deck you posted. Yeah, it was, I was playing that one off stream yesterday. Which, if you're wondering how well that deck went, I couldn't spend all of my tickets playing it because I kept winning with it, so... We'll probably play that on stream at some point today, but I wanted to start with this one. I've not built or played Morgan yet. She's on my list of things to do at some point. I don't know that we'll get to that today. 2 Nico Manaru. Double the fun. It could have been right to hold, it could have been right to hold the Nikos for copy mode. Is discard still playable? Yeah, discard got some new tools and is one of the best decks in the current metagame and has been since earlier this year. So we do this. And then next turn we go Prodigy plus Mole Man. Well, what's better now? I'm definitely Mole Manning this turn. It's just in my free gang instead. No, I think it's just Prodigy plus Mole Man. So they also reworked the economy while you were away. And they made it a bit easier to get specific cards you want. Ah, shit. Oh, we did have a shot, and then they had Shadow King for the center. That means we're dead. There's no upside to retreating in this game mode, so might as well put the most points out and see where things fall. 2 power rocks into 10 power rocks works out. Yeah. Wait. God, we're close. Oh, never mind. I forgot about the torch. Wait, what? Lose the Nexus, win the game. Sometimes lucky rubber ducky. I forgot about the 2 Patriot bonuses. I forgot about the 2 Patriot bonuses. They were showing as 10s, and I was like, oh, we're short. But Moonstone with Patriot doesn't show in hand. I need to remember that, because the Victoria bonus displays in your hand, and the Patriot bonus does not. What's that? Sicko first couple of games. What makes this game mode different? It's basically Magic's Commander game mode. And one of the things, too, if you're a lapsed Marvel Snapper who hasn't played in a while, something that this game mode did that's really interesting is you can jump back in and play and not own any of the cards. There is a pre-built deck for every one of the 8 commanders in this game mode where you don't have to own any of these cards to play with it. If you wanna check out what's been going on in Snap-a-Lapin and play some games without spending literal anything. You're guaranteed to start with your champion plus their varying skill card in your opener here. Oh. Carlos is a bot. Carlos beeps, city boops, city bops, city wops. Nova means Killmonger. It's a bot, so could be Killmonger, but could also not. Well, I was saving the center to be able to Prodigy here, but very clearly that's no longer an option. Do you prefer Magic or Marvel Snap? I haven't played Magic the Gathering in a very long time. Wizards of the Coast does not make a game that I enjoy playing anymore. The things I loved about Magic the Gathering for a long time, Magic doesn't do anymore. We were in fact a Killmonger deck and we are murked. 2-0 against human beings. Dead to Carlos. That's so funny. It's kind of sickening that they put a bot in this game mode and they gave it all the tech cards. Super rude. Oh, I forgot to check here this morning. No upgrades. Now I feel the need to get Prodigy. I think Prodigy is actually the card I misevaluated the most in Marvel Snap this year. I was really low on it on release, and the more I played with it, the better it's felt. I'm gonna do this, and then we'll Frigga this next turn, is the plan. In the Game Lab, probably. So in theory, I shouldn't have to worry about getting Shangtiria. If I draw Patriot next turn, I can still vomit my hand out. Playing the mole man here might lock me out of here. Is drawing a Century useful? That's a good question. Yeah, maybe.
I am Iron Man.
Batchy, thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I assume we just get out muscled in the center. Oh, should have saved the Cosmo.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah, we're big, but we are not 100 points big. Okay, I probably want a way to kick ongoing cards as opposed to I probably want to wait to kick ongoing cards as opposed to Cosmo. Honestly, maybe over Shadow King. It's probably over Shadow King. I think I can go toe-to-toe with a lot of the decks. Yeah, I'm gonna do Rogue. You play Echo. Echo's interesting. I think I'm probably jockey for priority a lot of the time. I like that. She's cheap too, which helps me manage my hand size. And one thing that has not changed about Marvel Snap is that your opponents are still emoting dickheads at every opportunity, and Second Dinner has decided that auto-mute emotes is not a feature we will ever receive. Alas, alas. I'm surprised how many Human Torches we played against this morning. So it seems like ages. Do you not play Hearthstone anymore? Well, confirmed that your last message was sent in 2018. And I don't remember exactly when I played Hearthstone last, but this was never a Hearthstone stream, FYI. We played Magic the Gathering for a long time. Was my main game. Yeah, we're gonna run back that line we did in the other game where we go Vicky into Misery the Free to copy Vicky. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play a rock out here as well. Oh, it's sad that we nuked Prodigy there. I kind of wanted the Prodigy over here. World where we lose the center, I think. Wait, they didn't play for the left? That's crazy. That's fine. We're gonna win all three here, yeah? No, we lose the center by a little bit. Yeah, I guess with only 2 plays. No, I'd have lost if they would have played the last round on the left. Yeah. It was real weird to play for here. We've had a lot of Hulk-sized rocks here. We have very consistently made the rocks very large. The arena today has been all tech decks. Tech decks are definitely the most popular thing you can be doing in this game mode, unfortunately. Fun factoid here, our opponent's username being Snap Player means that their name was something racist or awful and they were forced to change it. It's really weird to me that this location wasn't banned in this game mode. Making the skill cost 1 more seems like a big miss. Oh, that was the wrong order, Chip.
Clear for takeoff.
Yikes. Imagine being as terrible as me. Mole manning your surge card. I want a Cosmo here so they can't go. Oh, wait. They can't go. I wanted to stop Null into Artimzol, but they can't do that anyways because of the Echo. Let's do this then. I think I just do this then. I think we're beating that in the center. Yeah. Look how big our rocks are.
Victory.
This deck certainly rocks gamers. We've had Hulk rocks basically every game. Student replacement for Prodigy. Could it be Esme? Esme sounds okay. Could also play Mystique. Mystique lets you copy your ongoings. That's largely what we're prodigying. Sometimes you prodigy Mole Man, but mostly you're copying ongoings with it. I'm gonna Misery the Surge, I think. Get that ability doubled up. No way. Have they seriously not paired the first round of the Shadowverse tournament yet? That can't be real. You're lying to me. The first round has to be up by now. Oh my goodness, they are. That's so crazy. Echo middle. Yeah, I think I want to put the demon here so that way we have bigger stats in the center. Obviously, they're gonna get the Iron Patriot discount on the left, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, they're gonna have some big rocks, but my rocks are gonna be bigger. I like how they did that, thinking I messed up. God, gamers are chodes. I'm kind of low on space. Yeah, I don't think I have board space to Nico and Bullman. I agree. I think it's just this. So this lets me cheat the most power into the center, which I think has the most game win potential here. Well, that was the best draw on my deck, but I don't know that it's enough. Wait, I'm adding 4 to the center, right?
Victory.
Oh, this is such a fun build. This deck is kind of exactly what Victoria Hand's always wanted. Like the Victoria Hand has always really wanted a second copy of herself in the games where you don't draw Victoria. And the fact that just like Patriot is a second Victoria hand is so great. That's so much fun. Hello, Haley girl.
Guess who came over for the rainbow party?
Who's over for the rainbow party?
Addie and Skylar.
Addie and Skylar.
Addie and Skylar are gonna go.
I love your rainbow dress, and you have rainbow bows.
2 on each side.
Rainbow socks, too?
I have to get...
Okay, love you, baby girl. She's great. How's the balance of this game mode been for you now that it's been a few days? I don't think there is a clear standout best deck. However, tech cards are tech cards. There's a lot of tech cards. And I don't know that that's necessarily an indictment of the game mode so much as an indictment of just like kind of how Marvel Snap is. Yeah, unironically, probably the best we can hope for. I have so many tickets, I'm just not playing a game into Crimson Cosmos with this deck. I'm out, Brood. Peace. Oh, I thought I bought Bowman. Did I not? I must not have. Lame.
Mastery.
Aren't you excited to buy Mad Thinker? It can be a 1-3 sometimes. I think if you think Mad Thinker is only going to be a 1-3, you're probably too dense for Marvel Snap, and you should try another game like Tic-Tac-Toe. It's probably more your speed. You can't make me spit out my Coke like that in a public setting. I definitely think leaving Goliath in the game mode was a miss. Always. I'm always pretty pro let's take Goliath out of the game mode. Screw that guy. I'm pretty pro taking Goliath out of the game personally. You don't have to sell me further. I agree. Okay, so I think it's this. Is it this? I think it's this. Or dropped active. Dropped actually never went active, unfortunately. They are hoping to have the issue solved sometime like midway next week, but they are not currently active for Snap. About to take Cannonball to the left. Oh wait, they have priorities, so the Cannonball doesn't bother me, right? Mind the jug. I mean, my locations are pretty full here, yeah. Absolutely and mercilessly crunched here. But wait, there's more!
Victory.
This is the Jeff deck I've ever saw, and I honestly was so impressed when someone shared this, the person that shared this in the Discord server last night. I was like, that's so genius. And you're right, it's 100% stuff I love doing. Like, it's such a sweet cook conceptually. The Mole Man plus Hood both working with Victoria and Patriot is just something I hadn't even been thinking about. We're gonna do so much with this card outside of this game mode, but he's sweet in here too. All right, have an advert. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick. We're gonna play some more of this, then some more Grand Arena when we return. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side, you're enjoying the content, make sure you tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the content reach some more people. Appreciate the folks who have done that already today. I was gonna ask, do you think a variant of this build could be applicable to regular Snap? Yeah, quite possibly. Tomato, thanks for the 28 months. I don't know that it looks exactly the same. Like, the tech cards are probably a little bit different at a minimum, but yeah, I think the idea of these two together with Patriot seems fine. That's something I want to explore at some point. I've not played any Mad Thinker yet. I just got my first 2000 glory and picked up Mole Man. Oh, hey, the after rollover. Any good splits? I would love to upgrade Frigga. Would like to upgrade Merlin. I think this afternoon we're just gonna do Grand Arena. I wanna record a few Grand Arena highlights to do deck highlights with for people. Ooh, new Spider-Man's a good piece of art. With this game mode only being around for 2 weeks, I wanna front load 3 or 4 highlights with it, because interest in those highlights will probably trail off a bit as the mode matures more and gets closer to closing out. Dragzy27, thank you for the 32 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. What a perfect open. My lovely ladies. Oh my goodness. And this is 10 already, right? So I get extra energy starting next turn? My good gravy. That's so cracked. And I get to run back the typical play the Victoria, misery, my Frigga, copy the Victoria again. Wait, do I have enough energy that I can Odin the Frigga to copy the Victoria? Oh my goodness, I do. It's actually insane.
Are ye worthy?
Thanks for that. Thanks for the Odin. Oh, Namora Herbie is a fun idea. I'm the bad man, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this, but their deck's fun. What a fun deck you have there! Would certainly be a shame if someone had a tech card.
All systems go.
Okay, and then I go Victoria, Moonstone, Victoria, Rock. We can't keep getting away with it. And, I am gonna be so mad if they make us wait 4 months for this game mode to come back. I don't know what their plans are, but it better be this game mode comes back every month with new champions. Like, it's kind of incredible. It's awesome how different this mode is from regular Snap while still being somewhat similar. Next month's game modes were already announced. It's not in the. Oh, were they? What are next month's? Tell me Sanctum's coming back.
Epic.
Sanctum is coming back. All right. I would also accept if we always had this and or Sanctum. Because listen, this and Sanctum are Snap's best alternative game modes by a lot. Yeah, that's true too. The lack of the snap mechanic is honestly, it's nice to play a somewhat similar game mode that's not tied up by snaps. Agree with that. Yes, it's genuine. I like the skill expression that snapping gives the game, but if I'm being honest, the longer Marvel Snap has existed, the more that novelty has worn off. And this game is just so casual, it's more fun for me when I can just actually play the game. And that's super subjective. Feel free to feel different. But the more I've played Snap, three years in, the novelty of the Snap mechanic feels less good because I just want to actually play games. This is a bot that we are currently playing against. Yes. Wow, them cannonballing my Moonstone is so rude. Did I just get 0 cost reductions on that? That's what just happened there, right? I had 3. God, Mole Man's spell is probably the worst spell in this game mode. It's so terrible. I think I'm gonna lose to the bot again. I think I've lost more to bots than I have to actual people in this game mode. Which is kind of funny. I think most of them have involved Sandbar, and I'm playing decks that exclusively get hosed by Sandbar, which hasn't helped, but I'm pretty sure with this deck in particular, we've beaten almost every human we've played against. We've lost to like 2 bots now. This, I think... Oh man, are they gonna fill the right? Oh, I'm gonna have to brick a draw. I really don't want to brick a draw. Okay, I think I want my best chance to draw Echo or free good next turn. So I can't Mole Man, but I get to go Demon Victoria here.
We are the future.
Behold my mighty hand.
Won that 50-50. I don't know that that's true. I don't know that I could win the left or the right here is the problem. Am I winning the right? I think I'm winning the right. Sick.
Victory.
How bad of an idea would it be for the normal game mode to start with 2 energy? I don't know. I have to admit I was thinking about that as well. I'm actually not doing this mission, right? Am I doing any of these things? I'm not. Just we randomly play 6s sometimes? Oh, we'll do them eventually. It'll be okay. Honestly, I think I'm gonna throw Nico under the bus here, since I have misery for this. You're not in the big Shadowverse tournament. I was literally just pausing to tweet about what a disaster the first big Shadowverse tournament has been. For reference, they are currently 2 hours and 15 minutes past when the tournament was posted to start, and they don't have round 1 pairings yet. It's real bad, to say the least. I was on the wait list for it, and when they messed up having check-in open for the wait list, my vibe was like, this is probably going to be a disaster. I'm not going to play. And here we are 2.5 hours later, and they haven't posted round 1 yet. My vibe was very correct, it seems. Oh, no Frigga, but there could be a Prodigy off the top of my deck here still. We're gonna die to a Killmonger, but otherwise we're in an okay spot. Looking for Prodigy off the top of the deck here. Right on time for you, yep. We're going up to 20 over here and 27 over here. We're beating Shag at least. No Prodigy means they can't Shag our demons, which is nice. There aren't any locations made in this game. Oh, no, there are not. They're all available. Excited to lose the game because of the Scarlet Spider flip. Oh, no! And the kick in the sandcastle to boot. Now we're dead. Very dead. This deck was super fun. I really want to give something like this a try in regular snap at some point. I think your 2 tech card slots, Echo and Cosmo, can obviously flex and go into other things, but just like conceptually deck building where Mole Man and Hood's Demon both get buffed by Patriot and Victoria Hand is a super fun angle to come at it from. If you're Jeff Hoagland, Victoria Hand decks enjoyer, you will like this one a lot in Sanctum, I would wager. Let's kick along to playing something else, huh? All right, so I'm a terrible person, and this is what I was doing. This is what I was doing my games with off stream yesterday. So I want to record some games with this to post a highlight. I think a very reasonable pile of Marvel snap cards. The basic idea here. So for people that haven't kept up. The master plan here makes your 6 cost 3 the following turn, and you have an extra energy. So you doom spell on 1, and then Agatha plays herself out randomly on turn 2. Do you just always storm the Agatha lane? I think it depends on what you're playing against and like what the Agatha lane is. But part of the reason Storm is here is in case Agatha plays her out to a location that's gonna murder her. A little mitigation that way. Let's bop some Doombots. So Agatha controls your even costed turn, so she plays herself out here. Do I want to punch Pedro in the mouth or do I want to punch Herbie in the mouth, gamers? I think it's Herbie because it cuts him off from doubling up a whole bunch. Embrace Legion, brain gamers.
Power must be controlled.
Wind, aid my hand.
And realistically beginning Shang back on the left.
Power must be controlled.
Marvel Snap as the bird intended. Emote spamming dickhead and all. We're over 10,000 credits, chat. We need to split something. Let's do a Juggernaut split. Wouldn't mind a gold crackle on him.
Infinity.
Sedge. Hey, in the Wolves Den, thank you for the 17 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday, folks. Hanging out playing some Grand Arena this afternoon. Again, you're just always master plan into Agatha. Light him up. Okie doke. And now keep in mind we are losing the left because they have what's her name happening there. Agatha's coming back with the Fenris Wolf. I low-key want to petition for Shag's voice line to be removed. I'd like to high-key petition for Shag's voice line to be removed. It's so obnoxious. I could have Red Guardian Center as well. That's fair. Still would have died. I will say, I hope seeing games like this be played makes Second Dinner reconsider their ban list in this game mode. And I think part of this is all of the energy costs on tech cards are very clearly balanced around the energy costs we have in the base game, and they all seem a little bit too good and too efficient in this game mode. I want to run and grab a stack. I'm gonna tap an advert while that happens. We're gonna try a few more with this at least when we get back. Maybe my off-stream games were a fluke. We'll see. Forrest Walker, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Appreciate you, Agatha. Thanks for dodging Murder World. Lawson is not a human. Doug Pie, thank you for the 23 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. I get Shang-Chi'd by this bot, aren't I? What tech card can I replace Red Guardian with? Whichever one you think would most reduce your opponent's desire to continue playing Marvel Snap. That's the key aspect of this game. You just wanna make sure your opponent's desire to continue keeping the client open is reduced as much as possible. If your opponent had fun after you play whatever card you replaced Red Guardian with, you messed up and picked the wrong one. Always the master plan on one. So long, Sarah. Baby. Oh, baby. We just punched this guy in the mouth here. If I don't get rid of Human Torch, my opponent might accidentally have fun this game. We can't have that. We should have Absorbing Man, the Red Guardian hit the Captain Carter too. Ooh, that's a good line. Yeah, I probably should have. I have to top deck Enchantress. That's a good catch. I was just playing to draw Enchantress, but taking the guaranteed Captain Carter kill would have been better. What a beautiful girl. What happens if they surfer? So if they surfer, they're going up to 24 on the right, and I'm gonna be at 22, 27. So I'm beating Surfer. I'm losing to the Surfer Absorbing Man because they have 7. But I'm beating just Surfer, right? I guess if they Surfer an Absorbing Man, do I win center and left? It's close. 7, they go to 11, they go to 15. I think we're 15 to 16 in the center, yeah? Oh, we lose the left, though. Rats. So if I would have Enchantress... If I would have gone Enchantress here, Lizard here, we actually would have won. That's probably the better play, huh? Because they probably can't beat the Enchantress Center even if they go, like, Shaw into what's it called? Yeah, I think I played that wrong. Excited for Agatha to play herself out into the super flow here. I accept Thunderbolt Tower. With Lucas, I should just Legion the Thunderbolt Tower, yeah? I should punch the werewolf in the mouth first, though, yeah? Later. There'll be time to Legion the Thunderbolt Tower later. Well, that makes that less exciting. Oh wait, I can Enchantress their Lucas. We're so toxic. Okay, so then we Doctor Doom, and then I have Enchantress plus Lucas in the last turn. Hey, Greg, I'm doing well. Marvel Snaps new game mode's been a ton of fun. Oh wait, if I don't Enchantress this turn, the penalties don't apply, right? Is how this works? Yeah, I need to Enchantress this turn, right? Okay, and then I think we go Luke Typhoid. Oh, hey, there's a big sponsored streamer in the Marvel Staff category. They've got over 5,000 people watching them. That's great. Hopefully that means Second Dinner is going to be doing a little bit of an advertising push. I feel like with this game mode live, it's like the best possible time period for them to be doing an ad push. Sometimes lucky rubber ducky. How is Herbie so big? Wait, he doubles in your hand? That's crazy. I did not realize the skill. I played a bunch of Herbie, and I would not have expected him to double in your hand. That seems very counterintuitive to me. Good to know, but not how I would have expected that to work. I don't think I've ever not played Herbie by 2 when I'm playing him. Yeah, me too. He's just like, he's always out on 1 or 2 typically. Mercury. Okay, noteworthy that this is an ongoing card, so I can Enchantress her before they can cannonball me somewhere. They are definitely a Shang-Chi Cannonball Fenris Wolf deck. We may or may not. We may or may not Legion this vault. We'll see. Like a 0% chance they play for the right this turn, yeah? I guess we could realistically be losing the center. I think this is my best shot to win the game. Because the 23 might not be enough, but I think they definitely shag the Agatha next turn, and then we lose. Yep. Weird. Did it say those were complete? Am I tripping? I feel like I'm tripping. A Thunderbow? It's been a minute. Usually I do Shadowverse stuff first thing, so we actually played about 2 or 3 hours of Shadowverse like late morning, early afternoon today. Is my typical. Do I want to play for White Hot Room here? And in theory, I could finish this next turn. But I don't actually know that rushing to finish this is good for us. Just because, like, I kind of want to spread points with Dr. Doom long term, right? Yeah, I think the extra energy from this actually isn't particularly useful for us. In German, Master Plan says replace all cards played this turn with Doom bots. That's interesting. It must have been an earlier version of the skill that did that, and they just messed up the localizing it.
Are ye worthy? Doom rules all.
The animation on Rocket Band looked real slick there. Very clean. A bunch of champion skills had different translations of language. It's real messy.
Are ye worthy? Doom rules all.
I'm gonna take this deck and throw it away, champ. That has not felt particularly competitive for a variety of reasons in the games that we've played. Just actually unwinnable. Can we build... Should we build Morgan with Carnage? I feel like we should build Morgan with Carnage. Man, when you want there to be something that says destroy cards, it's just not there. I haven't played much with my Creative House Pocket variant either. I think I want to build the Blink build too, right? Six used to play both these variants too. And then so long as we don't play anything else that costs more than everything else needs to be 3 or less. Is Angel a real card? Yeah, maybe. I have a killer Angel split, so might as well give it the old try. Yeah, are we just like Killmonger 1-drops? I'm gonna cheat and look at past Jeff's last Morgan list we had played. The last Morgan list we played was like a bounce hybrid, right? It was this. And here's a real question. Do I need more than just... Do I need more than Carnage? Do I need ways to blow things up here? Because like realistically, Carnage plus his champion spell just like clears 2 lanes, right? Adeline, thank you for the 12 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm actually not sure that we do. Like, what if I just like flesh out the last few with more ones here? Do we want Toxin? Because then you could do the Carnage. I don't hate that. And actually, the way I'm looking at this, I think I want 2 to be my most expensive thing. So that way any of my 2s I can blink into Morgan. Angel's probably too cute. I think I want 2 more 1s here. Like a Hydra Bob, probably. Are we a hood deck? I guess we could eat the demon, right? We could eat the demon? I don't hate it. So for people that aren't familiar with D-tier Marvel Snap cards, Morgan Le Fay here says, on reveal, return all your discarded and destroyed cards to your hand with +3 power. And Carnage is guaranteed to start in our opener, and then his spell lets you repeat his abilities. So you get to clear out a bunch of 1s. And then we're not playing anything else that costs more than 2. Because this way, if we don't draw Morgan and we play Blink, Blink is guaranteed to turn one of our 2s into Morgan Le Fay, which could even be the Carnage in a pinch. So we're skipping on Beast, and we're not playing other things like that because I want to be able to turn any of our 4 2s into Morgan guaranteed with Blink, since we're kind of all in on having Morgan's effect. The Blink variant's very good, yeah. These are both creative House Pocket. They do consistently excellent stuff. The Vault's kind of a sad one for us. Oh, Hydra Bob is legit just a 1/4 in this game mode, huh? Do we want Joaquin Torres? Gamers definitely want Joaquin Torres. Me, not so much.
Taking aim.
Goliath? That's so toxic. Oh, I hate fucking everything. I really don't know why this card is legal in this game mode. What a miserable experience. Well, it's gonna be such a sweet first game too. I figured they were more likely to Alliance the Vault. Obviously, I was wrong and lost my coin flip. Alliance is the singular worst addition to Marvel Snap they ever made. I don't think it's particularly close. Almost assuredly a bot here, yes. I think I would make what I feel is a reasonable argument of I think Alliance is a worse I think Alliance is worse for this game than Erisham is, because Erisham at least adds a novel new thing. Whereas Alliance just like shits on people's parade. Carnage over, he gets to gobble up. I would like 2x mode on my Nico, please. Oh wait, there's a dream dimension, so it doesn't even matter. So fucking rude. Alliance has 9 power. Alliance doesn't get rid of, Alliance doesn't delete the cards anymore. So Alliance has more stats because it doesn't, it ain't what she used to be. Alliance was originally data mined to be a 5-3, I believe it was 5-3 or 5-5, one of the two. It never went live as a 5 cost, but it was definitely data mined to be one. Oh my goodness! I forgot Nico was gonna move the acid arrow and fill for the thing. That's so funny. At least we won, I guess, but that would have been one of the more amusing ways to lose otherwise. Well, our deck seems functional at the very least. We take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll, but we're gonna definitely mortgage to more people when we get back. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. The thing in my mind that makes this custom game mode the biggest win out of any custom game mode they've ever had is the amount of deck building noodling that this game mode has is just phenomenal. Like, I really like Sanctum's gameplay, but like the deck building depth is a lot of people are playing Guardians, right? Whereas, like, in this one, there's at least something to do with each of the champions. There's probably more than one thing to do with each of the champions. Is Goliath worse than Release Galactus? So, I'm more forgiving to designs like Galactus and Erishim than I am to designs like Goliath. Because Galactus and Erishim at least have the noble goal of trying to create unique new play patterns. Whereas Goliath is a card that's just designed to shit on things. So I think when a card like Erishim or Galactus, which are both obnoxious cards that I do not care for, especially Release Galactus, like current Galactus is whatever, but Release Galactus was obnoxious. But I think even when those cards miss on power level, they're at least like had a noble goal in mind. Whereas when things like what's it called miss on power level, it's like, what are we doing with ourselves? Why are we here? You know, I wonder, do I need this Kate Bishop? What if instead of Kate Bishop, we played like Nova? I guess Nova would have to get played first to be worthwhile. Nah, I'm gonna keep the Kate. Extra 2 to blink sounds good. Yes, if you want a comparable card to Goliath, the Magic the Gathering Blade is definitely comparable to 3-mana Teferi. Agree with that. It just exists to make the game worse. I was pausing for a second, trying to think about which of these two I wanted to play first, and the answer is I get to play both of them, which honestly is another reason why this game mode has been so much fun. Having more energy is just fun. It's just a novel experience to get to have more energy in a game of Marvel Snap. I like it a lot. Jeff, do you think any of the champion skills would be good additions to the main game of Snap as is? I don't know. I feel like I have to think about that. Obviously, the ones that apply to just specific characters, probably not. Yeah, one extra energy makes a lot of strategies that otherwise were, god damn it, Brood, that otherwise were really clunky suddenly viable. Agree with that. Fun use of Cerebro here. So just to like nip a thing in the bud, because it always comes up when people talk about Erishim, people are always like, well, some people, Jeff, they just don't have all the cards like you, and they want to play Erishim because it's fun for them to play with cards they don't have. And while a very, very small number of people that might be true for, I want to make it very clear that a majority of people playing Erishim do not fit that descriptor by Second Dinner's own admission. Most people playing Erishim have higher collection levels. So it's really a big actually moment. I'm only gonna have 6 energy next turn. I think I actually have to end on Sage here, so that way I can blink the Sage into Morgan. That's kind of sad that I'm not gonna get to blow more up, but if I don't draw Morgan. And if I had drawn Morgan, I could have gone like rocket maximum carnage Morgan. But now that I missed on her, I can hedge, which is nice. And actually, I want to make sure I don't have priority, right? So I can avoid getting Killmongered, ideally. Oh, that gives me priority. Rip. The best laid plans. I'll play for all of them here. Obviously, super dead to Kill Daddy.
Taking aim.
Logan! Don't be a fascist, Logan. Go to the left. Thank you, bud. Thank you, bud.
Victory.
We're 2/3 to it, that one, right? As long as Wolverine didn't jump right. Really loving Grand Arena. Me too. Easily the best limited time game mode Stamp has ever done. Hope it comes back early and often.
Taking aim.
Yes, this game mode has a ton of potential for repeating stuff. Like in a perfect world, they like bring it back and they like replace half the champions with new ones. Or heck, maybe you even just like increase the total number too. They could like have 6 repeats and 6 new ones, or 6 repeats and 4 new ones. Stuff like that. Oh, I think it's this. I think it's this. Victoria Hand Champion Spell when asking the real questions. All Hoaglandians need the answer to. With the forfeit button, yep. I think it's this. I think it's this. And then if we don't draw Morgan, we'll blink the carnage into Morgan.
Behold my mighty hand.
Taking aim.
And they're probably angling for a claw on the left. That we need to contend with. Could Grandmaster be good in this deck? Yeah, I could see that. Did we just get ghosted? At a minimum, our opponent knows what our deck is doing. So there are probably someone. They might not be watching the stream right now, but they were probably in here earlier. Because, like, you totally maximum carnage one of the other paths here, right? I guess maybe they didn't want to lock themselves into points in the middle. The endless tech cards is pretty deeply unfun, as is the case in regular Snap. It's definitely hammering home how frustratingly efficient most tech cards are in this game. I like the idea of Grandmaster. I'm sad every time we don't have 2 ones in our opener. Nico saves me assuredly, yes. I don't think... If there's a variety problem in this game mode, I don't think it has to do with the champions available, and I think it has to do with the fact that tech cards in Marvel Snap are too efficient as is, and when you give everybody an extra energy, they become even more efficient than they already were. What I would describe as the problem, if there was one with this mode. Fuck Mindscape, by the way. A lame location. Give them a demon instead. Winnable? Question mark? That's funny right there. That's funny.
Victory.
Nice deck full of tech cards, dickhead. Next. Opponents never read Blink before in their life, but they're certainly not about to start now.
Taking aim. Taking aim.
Huh? Okay, so I can Grandmaster Nico Minaru into the center. Ooh, and then I could do this. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. That's right. Well, no, I'm gonna need to... Do I pick this up? Final answer, question mark? Well, so with the Grandmaster back in my hand, I can... I could do this. I'm just not getting a lot back, right? I'm getting 3 things back. This'll make sure I don't have priority though too, which is nice. I'll be winning the center, I'll be losing the left and the right. I assume we're dead here. I'm gaining 6. I'm getting 24 on the right, up to 27. They just have a lot of outstanding Gwenpool hits they haven't played yet. So it'll be 20 in the center, and then 27 on the right.
Taking aim.
Man. And we... Obviously, it's a super low probability for all of our cards to go. All of our cards to go left. We would have won if that happened. And we probably win it if... Oh, I guess instead of Gwent pull trigger to see if this hadn't been bonus, but it didn't get that much from Camelot. Location didn't really change much. That sounds great.
Taking aim.
And remember that Starlight Citadel moves Hawkeye's bonus location. Well then.
Taking aim. Taking aim. Taking aim.
This, I think... It's a big Hawkeye chip. Alright, much like the United States, I think we've lost the right. Fortunately, I think we're going to be able to play for the other two here. World record Hawkeye incoming, something like that. Someone asked, no Black Swan. So... we're really just only playing out our ones on the last turn of the game, so we don't really need to cheat on energy to do that, yeah? Especially in this game mode where I have 7 energy on the last turn of the game. Is plus 24 in the middle. It's plus 6, 9, 15, 20, 26 on the left. Do I need more than Sable and Rocket on the left? Probably not, yeah. This is 9 and this is 11. This puts 27 here. That's close. I feel like they're likely to play for the center. Yeah, and the threat of Shang-Chi makes me want to play for the center even harder. We win, yeah?
Taking aim.
Oh, did we lose the left? Can the real Slim Shady get us? No, I don't think so. No problems here, guys, gals, and non-binary pals.
Victory.
World's biggest Hawkeye does the dunk. I don't know if the Grandmaster's right in here, but it's tickling my brain in all the right ways. It's making me think about Snap in a fun and different way, which is all I really want in life. Think about Mole Man. I'm super excited to play with him in regular Marvel Snap, and he's been pretty fun in this game mode too. We actually got done playing Mole Man deck earlier today. Will be tomorrow morning's highlight on the Jeff Hoagland YouTube channel for a Grand Arena Mole Man deck. Do Morgan cards not count as created cards? No, they're not created. They are oh, they're what's it called? They are they're revived / returned, whatever you want to call it. Dill is a bot. Oh wait, the way this works, I think I have to do it like this, yeah? This works though. Yeah, the carnage skill doesn't work for copied, because the copies aren't your champion. Your champion is the original card only. Oh, wait, really? Is this how this works? Wait, what? That's fucked up. That should work, yeah? Why doesn't the copied skill move it over? That's broken, right? That should work how I want it to? So I understand it not moving. I understand it not moving. No space, I guess. The skill is explicitly worded so it clears itself and then moves it over. Yeah, if someone could clip that for me, I'm like 99% sure that's bugged. You have to have an open slot for carnage to move into. Dear God, please someday give me the confidence with which dickheads are wrong on the internet. The skill literally says, banish this to move your champion here. It is literally explicitly templated to work in the way I'm telling you it works here. Good gravy. You people. freaking video gamers. Not even once. What's the saying? Better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. I think we're cooked yet. Oh wait, do copied Herbies not get doubled either? I was looking at copied Herbies to get doubled there. I guess we're good then, says local man about to be killmongered.
Victory.
Eight cards in a match, definitely doing that. 8 cards in a match, definitely doing that. 20 or more power, probably doing that at some point. Maybe I need a 7th one drop in here. I'm so annoyed every time we don't have 2 1s on 1.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh no! This is deeply rude. It's very, very personal, chat.
Taking aim.
I can't Grandmaster anything now, gamers. I think it's Hood into Demon Max Carnage Morgan is the plan here. Oh wait, does the thing get bigger in hand? It totally does, doesn't it? That's such a weird interaction. We had that the Herbie spell makes it bigger in hand too, is what we saw earlier. And to demonstrate what we were talking about earlier with the maximum carnage, getting it in there as the last card in the space. Once again, it's explicitly designed to work this way. Are these visually bugged? Okay, they're visually bugged in my hand. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So this is plus 6 over here up to 15. It's not enough to beat this because it gets another plus 2. Oh, they played the left hard. Rip.
Taking aim.
Oh, that's a good call. If I was, that's a good shot. If I was not competing for here anyways, I should Grandmaster here, because this is 12. So I would have had a 12 here, and then I wouldn't have needed to put as much here, and I could have done this here. Yeah. I should Grandmaster the Carnage, and then that leaves me more room to put more stats here, and then we probably went, I probably would have come up a little bit short. I probably would have only put the 6 here. Maybe the 7, and then we tie and then lose the breaker. I think we're actually dying regardless. But it was strictly optimal to move the Carnage out if I'm not competing on the right. It's definitely the case. It's extra rock for us to bring back.
Taking aim.
Is this crazy just to draw the card? No, because I'm not going to draw the card because they're going to. Because they're going to get it during staging. I'm dumb. Ignore me. Ignore me, I'm dumb.
Taking aim.
That's not how this works. Morgan seems good in this mode where we get extra energy, so I think that means I should put Morgan inside of Airship. Do we have enough cards so we can play Morgan's into Luke's bar and she stays there? I think we're 1 short on that, right? Because I've only blown... I didn't draw enough 1s this game. I think I'm still going to put her in here to have the option to Morgan again next turn. I'm going to do this, and then I can Grandmaster Carnage, eat this, plus Morgan next turn. It is really sad that Nico... It's actually really weird to me that Nico's double doesn't work while in hand, but the new champion spells do. That's it. That's inconsistent, right? Anybody else find that very strange? Oh my goodness. And the cannonball plus losing the 50-50 means I can't Grandmaster the Carnage now. That's so fucking lame. Speaking of lame,
Taking aim.
oh, I guess the Titania. The Titania goes back. Oh, I can only add 13 over here. For lack of a better term, the more regular snap decks I queue into in this game mode, the less fun it is. The games are interesting and sweet when people are trying new stuff, but it turns out regular snap decks are just kind of busted when you give them an extra energy every turn. Could you have won Luke Spar with Hood and Hawkeye? Yeah, but I have to play 0 other cards out in order to win it that way, more powder. I wasn't winning either of the other locations. So if I was like already winning the center, I could have won the right that way, but Deal Reno. I accept humbly and graciously. I just realized that if you're going to sign out with the surplus of tickets, you should forfeit some games since you get glory anyways the tickets regenerate over time. Yes, absolutely. Anytime you would be regenerating tickets up over 12, you don't get a surplus past 12, you should pay some of them forward. So I can't use Carnage's spell now because my champion has been destroyed.
Taking aim.
Well, I can, it just doesn't have an effect. So I was playing that center to both get it out of my hand and make sure the Hawkeye gets triggered this turn. I did this wrong. Oh, it's really annoying that we queued up against the Fenris Bolt deck and both our Morgan and Blinker in our bottom 20. Is it worth it to buy the cards in the new arena shop? I mean, do you want to play with those cards? Will you have fun playing with those cards? Why does Jeff keep using the F word? Yep. I think we're just dead, right? Can't really do anything here. Our deck unfortunately doesn't work if we don't have Morgan or Blink by turn 5. Which isn't gonna happen too often, but it's gonna happen often enough. We did play 8 cards that match, though, so we got that going for us.
Taking aim.
Wish we had an opt-out for bots in this game. Like each individual game isn't worth enough of anything that like I feel like I'm getting ahead, especially when the bots like win some amount of the time. It feels like a why are we here? With the 7th turn, bot plays chat. With the 7th turn, we're not in a rush here. Devil Dino could be a good card, you just need the cards to support him. That's not really true. As someone who really enjoys Devil Dinosaur, it's just not a very good card. Okay, to each their own. You must be new here. That'll be your last comment. Jeff, you're saying 2 + 2 is 4, but I think 2 + 2 in a base 10 system is 3. I think we just have to agree to disagree, Jeff. Or I can tell you you're fucking wrong and you should please leave. It's one of the big problems with people in 2025 is we should agree to disagree about things that are basic facts and reality. Fuck you. Go away. All right, this is 50% to get Morgan. God bless us, everyone. Is that enough to win the game now? I guess is the second question. We won the 50%. Are we gonna actually win the game? Or actually, I don't actually know the answer. This is 20, 27, 30, 31, 35, maybe. Is a replacement for Morgan in this deck? No. It's actually incredible how often. Oh my god! Oh my goodness! I thought we lost to the bot. I forgot we were giving them toxin. I knew we couldn't beat whatever my biggest card was there. My brain hadn't clicked that it was toxin, that it was gonna bounce the rest of their shit. That's funny. That's the good stuff right there.
Victory.
Be honest with you, chat. All right, hold on, let me click my deck tracker. We dunked on someone for telling me to agree to disagree about Devil Dinosaur not being good. 49.5% and an almost 1% play rate. That's significantly better than I was expecting to see when I pulled this up. That is markedly less trash than I was expecting it to be. What happens when we wind it up? Ooh, 51%? Back down to 49.5. What about latest patch? Oh, look at that. All right, view decks. What is it in? What is it in? Okay, yeah, that's the... I guess that makes sense. What is it? What is it in there where it's just... We shoved it in Alliance Supergiant. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna bet dollars to donuts the person in chat calling Devil Dinosaur just needing the support wasn't thinking about it in this deck. That's adorable. I mean, you have Kate and Merlin. Merlin keeps your hand pretty full. It's probably better than Rodent in there to set a low bar. Ooh, Less exciting. Oh, look, chat. It's an actual Devil Dinosaur deck. Yeah, that's about what I was expecting, if we're being honest. That's where I expect Collector Coulson Devil Dino to be. Coolio. Good chat.
Get out of here.
Alright, so we're exactly 1 and 3 to hit with this because they're an Agatha deck. Wow, not only did they dodge Bar with no name, but they also dodged our Rocket Raccoon. And they hit Starbrand Crater. This is my fucking variance, chat. Such variance, much wow. Oh, come on! Be Crimson Cosmos for the final kick in the dick. I'm just doing this to throw priority, right? And then we play hard for the center. Or the right, potentially. Play hard for the center or the right. I expect them not to be able to interface with the bar. Oh, rip. We might do okay on breaker here, yeah? How big are we? We're pretty big. Oh, my Sable doesn't have a target. Is that gonna matter?
Taking aim.
We won by
Victory.
game, set, match. Ring-a-ding-ding. Got him. Excellent. Well, I don't know if this is the best deck I've played this game mode, but I've really enjoyed it. Morgan's such a fun, sweet card. Have an advert. We're going to play some more of this when we return after the break. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching on the YouTube side, you're enjoying some Saturday afternoon Marvel Snap, and make sure to tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the content reach some more people. Agatha Tech Bush. We were playing against Agatha Tech Bush, yep. Twas in fact the Agatha Tech Bush. I did see some people doing that with Carnage. If you Viper your champion Carnage across the board, you could use Carnage's champion spell to eat one of their other lanes that isn't full, and it's kind of hilarious. It's probably terrible, but it's funny that it works. We will probably make a point to do that before. We'll probably make a point to do that before this event is over. I don't think it's very good, so I don't want to. I'm not in a rush to do it, but it's definitely novel. I don't understand your question, Jesse. How often are you keeping Nico for the destroy spell to cycle around? Oh, you mean like, are we just saving Nico just to draw? Nah, you're mostly looking to just get value with Nico and then blow her up to bring her back with Morgan. So like if she gets like 2x or plus power mode early, you just jam her. I think most of the time you can assume. Most of the time you can assume that you're going to get Morgan or Blink. It's gonna be the occasional game where you don't have Morgan, you don't have Blink, but more often than not, you're gonna have one of the two. Blink is guaranteed to be Morgan. Speaking of, should have played the Rocket Raccoon. So is this mode just Commander? This is a Marvel Snap version of Commander. Yeah, basically. Very, very clearly inspired by Magic's Commander format. It's pretty well done. Like, I think the things I take issue with in this game mode aren't related to it specifically so much as they're just like some Marvel Sap things in general that are a little eye roll inducing. Wow, getting rid of that is so annoying for me on the rest of this board. That is deeply, deeply unfortunate. Yes, I have to end on a 2 cost so my blink can turn into what's it called? Well, then resetting the middle is good for us. This sequencing means if I draw Morgan organically on the 1 and 5, I can go Sable into maximum Carnage into Morgan, and if I don't draw it organically, I can blink this Carnage into Morgan. I have to downgrade my stats on the left here, which is a little sad, but it's not the end of the world. Is it crazy to just bail out of the center? Wait, what if I did this? Oh my. Oh my.
Taking aim.
But Slim, what if we win?
Power must be controlled.
No, you can't shake GB here. Yeah, like I said, most of the experience in this game mode that's been kind of sigh or eye roll inducing isn't really exclusive to this game mode so much as it's I really wish they would just take all the tech cards in this game and make them be less fucked. I need to make sure I throw priority more frequently. I wasn't thinking about throwing priority going into the last turn of that game, and I should have bet against a Sarah deck. I would say most of the decks in this game mode are tech card decks, but that's really just most of the decks at Snap are tech card decks at this point. It's really not exclusive to here. I'm waiting a turn on this.
Taking aim.
This location's really bad for us. Unless like Hawkeye goes into play. I think Blink coming down is like best case scenario. It's got so many points here though. Can't Grandmaster cleanly anywhere now though, is part of the problem too.
Taking aim.
Sometimes I feel like they must not have enough competitive players testing their modes. Like I feel like all the tech card bush is like kind of like that genuine like I feel like they or like I don't know, or maybe that's just like what the people that they test or they play with are super into. But I don't know. It feels like with the way the experience is, it's like, dude, like, did you play against any of these decks when you were testing this? It could just be the second. I mean, there's a lot of people that that's like they play this game just because they enjoy breaking shit. Like, regardless of what their balance team says about it's supposed to be more fun to make your thing happen, and the things that break stuff aren't supposed to be as good. Like, they're super pushed. I don't know. I wish this deck was better. Morgan's a fun card. I had fun when we didn't get our stuff mercilessly broken. We'll probably still throw up a highlight with it, but definitely not a, you should play this if you're short on tickets and need to be as competitive as possible. I haven't looked at any deck data for this game mode. Are the decks full of breaking stuff just the best thing to be doing? Or is there some variety? Let's take a look. Win rate in 200 games. Yikes. Sarah, break your shit. Silver Surfer, break your shit. Oh god, and the 4 energy tech cards work extra good. The 4 energy tech cards work extra good in Surfer in this game mode because you have 7 energy on the last turn, right? Yeah. I don't understand how something like this is remotely competitive into these other 3 cards. Maybe they're just not playing into it. The Namora deck has Mercury Cannonball in it for breaking stuff, but it's largely a linear deck. This could also be an instance of the wins from these were happening before these other decks became more popular. Let's look at this as win rate. What does game count look like? So I guess unsurprisingly, these are the stock default decks, right? Like this really shows you, and I would bet dollars to donuts that the average person playing this game mode not on the average person playing this game mode not using the tracker is probably even more likely to use the pre-built decks. Sheriffin, thank you for the 14 months. Justiper, thank you for the almost 6 years and for the very generous tier 2. Good evening and welcome back. Happy Saturday. What is the winner like on these pre-built decks, by the way? It's not terrible, right? These are all pre-builts, yeah? These 4 are all pre-builts? The Mole Man is real bad. This is the pre-built thing deck too, right? This is honestly higher than I was expecting for that one. The pre-built Mole Man is trash. That was my anecdotal experience too. Isan is just not a remotely playable Marvel Snap card. Gross. Goliath Clog. Your build's interesting. Agatha's weird. I guess she's an early 10 power thing for Scar. You're playing Cosmo plus Jug to try and keep your things protected from Shang at the end of the game. Let's try that one. Oh, you can't actually import text in this game mode, right? To manually copy this over like some kind of pleb. Firebrand. Ares does not even have a split. He's just, I don't think I've ever played a game with Ares. Well, I guess Goliath helps you not die to Shang-Chi as well, huh? Does this deck want a copy of armor, do we think? I might want to copy armor. There's so much. So much, what's it called? Giganto seems kind of mediocre. Alright, I'm gonna run an advert. We're gonna play some of this when we get back. Thanks to everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Yarbeery. No is the one. Thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. You know, an interesting anecdote is Shag's actually less popular in this game mode than he is in regular Marvel Stamp. Which kind of surprises me. Right, it seems like we're in a fine spot. They armored our Agatha for us. Don't have to worry about that one going sideways. We have Doctor Doom to slip into the Spider Island, theoretically. Freaking yikes. I guess we'll try and draw a couple cards, but Jubilee and Infinite is not one for the home team. A sad Aries left. It is the sad Aries, isn't it?
Wind, aid my hand.
Doom rules
YOLO.
We are the future.
Flip the coin. Flip the coin. Oh, come on. That was such a sweet freaking line, bro. We deserved this win. They get to Jubilee into freaking Infinite. I can't win a goddamn coin flip. Ooh, that's a great one. Sometimes lucky. Oh, is this a bot? This is probably a bot, yeah. That would track. I'm gonna do this, then we'll Enchantress here long term. That's Enchantress Center actually makes them lose 6 over here, yeah? It gets rid of the Cull and the Mr. Fantastic. Alright, we've eked it. We've eked it out.
Victory.
Gamers, Haley's been very excited all week because she's been slowly collecting clothing in the mail to go to her rainbow party this weekend. Isn't she adorable? Her and Christy got all decked out. The old rainbow everything. They're great. Any opinions on separating queues between custom and pre-made? That absolutely should have been done. People playing pre-built decks should not be queuing into tech card mush. It's a big miss on Second Dinner's part that custom decks aren't separate from the rest. I saw a lot of really terrible takes from people on social media that they just shouldn't allow people to play with custom decks, and it's just like, no. If you don't think people should play with custom decks, the answer is not ban custom decks. The answer is make sure that they're in their own queue. I think it's a perfectly reasonable request to think players like that should be in their own queue. I was gonna shields up over here, so that way I don't get like Cannonball plus Mercury or something crazy. And then this will leave us enough here that I can go the 3 of these in the center here. Yeah, want to make sure we lead on armor, because there is certainly a Teenage Warhead deck. I think we're a little short on beating that, yeah. 2 points short? No, we're 1 over? We're 1 over. Sick! Got him.
Victory.
We're in those alliance missions, gamers. Slow and steady. That's a duck. Speaking of pre-mates, it's probably playing in Styria. The Human Torch double... Oh, it's not. I was saying the Human Torch double getting forced earlier would be good for us, but that's actually not what's happening here. I could make that happen now, potentially, though, yeah? Let's drag him to the left here.
We are the future. Wakanda forever.
Okay, Doom is winning the right. They're up to 35. They're gonna go to 36. This is 17. This is a real shot everywhere. I'm playing Doctor Doom and Cerebro 5. That's a fun one, Bipwhip. Oh, one that I saw that looked good that I wanted to try is I saw someone posted on the Discord server playing Invisible Woman as Cerebro 6. Because if you play her spell with 3 things behind her, she has 6 power. And you got like Cerebro and stuff behind her. Which is super, super fun. Punting the right isn't really a big deal because it means I have a lane I can cleanly juggernaut them into at the end of the game, which is nice. I have to win the center somehow though. Which I don't know that that's going to be possible. Goliath doesn't really do anything. I haven't played in a year or so. Would it be rough trying to play now with how many cards have come out? So, Marvel Snap is one of the best balanced card games you're ever going to play. And what I mean by that is all of your cards that were relevant in previous Marvel Snap metagames are probably still relevant today. It isn't a game that endlessly power creeps or gets people to buy new cards by making things that are too strong. Now, if you want to have every shiny new card right away without spending money, you're not going to be able to get every new card right on release day. However, if you want to be competitive and not be behind from a power level perspective, Snap's a very good, well-balanced, reasonable game to jump in and play that. Most of the decks you probably played a year ago are still reasonably competitive. The same tech cards you were playing then are still very good. Good enough to the point that we still complain about them. And this new game mode that we're currently playing in actually has pre-built decks that you can jump in and play without owning any of the cards. So you want to try this Commander-esque format? A couple of the precons are stinkers, but 4 or 5 of them have very good stats out of the 8. Is Agatha deck in contention for one of the best decks in this mode? It's one of a handful of decks that has fine stats. The build's playing more tech cards. This Doctor Doom Agatha strategy has a few different ways to build it. The build's full of tech cards, believe it or not, are the ones that are performing the best at the moment.
Power must be controlled.
They had priority because their Agatha landed in Xandar, so I didn't have a chance to play our cards to protect there. Speak of the devil, yep. Try and fill this right side up here.
Doom rules all.
We are the future.
Oh, I can't jugger them out, not out of the center, though. That's fine. Plus 18 with the Cosmo is probably good, yeah. You're getting a lot of mirrors with this. I mean, I wouldn't describe our current opponent's deck as a mirror match. They're probably not playing Scar. Just because we have a couple of overlapping cards doesn't make it a mirror.
Doom rules all.
Magneto is so good there. Eat your heart out, Shang-Chi. And by the way, if there's any Hoaglandians hanging out that are in the DC Dark Legion Alliance, our next City War starts in 15 minutes. I think I'm gonna chill and play it on stream. They only happen on the weekend, so I'm like never live when they happen typically, so I think we'll hang out for the half hour or so that takes and play it live. I think I just need to get this out of the way ASAP. Although they're on the Human Torch build. Is that ever this? Just like shut down their brood? Oh, lucky. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I'm torn on if we're contesting this. I think we can, because if they don't fill it early, Juggernaut can screw it up, yeah? Oh, you know what else we could do? We have priority here still? It's just this, right? And just drag him into Bar Sinister here. This will trigger the Human Torch, but I'm gonna have 48 points over there. Magneto's felt really strong in this mode.
We are the future.
He's been really impressive.
We are the future. We are the future.
Their top card is plus 14 here. I could have gone better. I was hoping we would have filled him on the right, but this is fine. Mercy! Mercy, gamers! Oh my. Oh my. Juggernaut is such a rude Marvel stamp card. It's such a deeply rude Marvel stamp card. Mercilessly bullied. Oh, no one drops here. Quite the opposite, in fact. I wonder if Master Plan enabling turn 2 Agatha was something they had on their radar. All right, now this one's assuredly a mirror. Wipe our Starbrand penalty off here. Got him! Sit out, Ares. Do I want to make this completely free? I guess it's a little bit of a gamble. There's 25 on top of my deck. 25 is a pretty big number. I kind of like the idea of making this completely free for next turn. Perfect.
We are the future.
How do you counter Marvel Boy with something like Killmonger? Yes. That is exactly correct. We just hope that my Juggernaut plus Cosmo is disruptive enough here. I don't know that I expect plus 12 to be enough in the center. Oh, lost the flip. Rip. Assume they're gonna fill this significantly faster than us. Alright, hopefully this is like a Murder World or something silly we can do with Quake. Is a forged hub. Have priority. I feel like I want to Cosmo them in the center. Okay, so they're a clog dickhead. I'm gonna try and swing. I do Aries. Let's see how big. This probably wins, yeah. Hey, Beansy is sweet. Are they gonna do it this turn or next turn? I like that this makes, what's it called, free?
Power must be controlled.
Man, my anecdotal feelings really do not believe that Shang-Chi is less popular in this mode than the regular Marvel Snap. Could we have won the lefter? They hadn't played their Herbie spell yet, gamers. Right? Pretty sure. They were +6 or whatever over there. They're not Herbie's activate chat. The Herbie from hand that would double it. Such a bad location for us. Of course, Shang's not super popular here. He's not in any of the pre-mades. That's a good thought. That's fair. It is super awkward that they sent out a push notification telling people drops were active when they were not. I'll try and fill the right up here. Yeah, they knew they weren't going to work, and then they forgot to turn the push notification off in peak second dinner fashion.
Wakanda forever!
We are the future.
The way this works out, I actually get to do this now, yeah? And keep them out of here, ideally? Is this local man about to be shanked? So long. So long, farewell, I'll see you and good day.
Victory.
This deck had really good stats on the untapped tracker. I think you definitely need armor. The list we nicked off on untapped was not playing armor, and there's so many shags in this game mode, chat, and other people looking to break your stuff in lots of different ways. I don't think just Cosmo Juggernaut's enough. Magneto was a card that was really impressive in a lot of spots because everybody has extra energy. There's slightly more 3s and 4s in a lot of people decks in this game mode than in regular Snap, so his ability to fill lanes up really catches a lot of people off guard. I think him plus obviously Cheap Scar was super responsible for our wins. Anybody coming in late, basically every time you always start on Master Plan on 1, and it lets you play Agatha out randomly on 3, which works out pretty clean. All right, for the end of the stream today, we're gonna do something a little different. We've been playing a little bit of DC Dark Legion on stream off and on for the last couple of months. So I've been playing it off stream. We've got a group of Hooglandians that are playing it, but a lot of their end game content is like Alliance versus Alliance stuff, and they have one of their end game Alliance things here that's kicking off in just a second for our city defense, so I'm gonna chill and play it on stream. I think it should be a relatively easy one. I'll wrap things up with our city battle. It's a 40-minute PvP mode with 4 alliances battling. That is not the one. It is this one. We took second in that one last night. Yes, these ones are real time. So they happen at set times. So you get 4 presets groups of heroes, which I have mine set up already. Make sure they have a ship. It's kind of like team-based RTSE. So there's a map here with different control points in it, and holding different points gives you points over the course of the game, and then the alliances that have the most points after 40 minutes win the mode. And we'll see. Usually there's 4 signed up. You get a nominal point for signing up, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all 4 are going to compete. Sometimes when they're close, they're interesting, but sometimes they're just stomps. The Star Labs alliance is similar in power to ours, but it doesn't look like anybody else is setting out stuff yet, so it might not be a super long segment if it's just gonna be a rollover. Yeah, a bunch of Hooglandians are here. Doesn't look like any of the other groups have sent out ships. So I mean, sometimes they show up a little late. We were right on the ball, and a bunch of people jumped in right when it came out. I'm in first place. Stop the count. You are. This is only a 1-star city too, so the bigger groups aren't in it. Well, I don't think I've ever had none of the other 3 show up. Usually at least there's one. Yeah, last night was really close. It was a good close second. I don't think I've ever I don't play with mobile audio on my cell phone. I don't think I've ever heard the background music for this part of the game mode. How many members is Alliance? Alliances can have up to 100 people, but you won't always have that many. Like I think we technically have 64 in the Hooglandia Alliance, but probably only 30 or 40 that are active because we're not hurting for space. So I haven't kicked out the the inactives. I think we're at 64 out of 100. I'll see if anybody else shows up here, but it looks like we'll get to keep our city. The very heavy rock music for the no battling going on is kind of funny. I don't know, wait for... So normally how it works is for the first, I think it's 5 minutes or so, there's these smaller production buildings, which usually there's not a lot of contesting going on. And then these smaller cities open up where you group up with other alliance teammates to garrison them. And then at 10 minutes in, the big city opens, which is worth the most amount of points. That's fine. I'll take our guaranteed city hold. Your alliance gets nominal daily bonuses. If you have certain cities under your control, so this means we just don't risk losing this one. This is the one we already had. Yeah, Star Labs is in the top 20. Usually they show up. Send out some friends to some of these. There's Kathos in that one. Just make sure we have all of them at that point. If anybody shows up late. So, normally how it works is you have groups of ships that you launch at cities, and groups pile into the ships, and then your squad's groups fight the opposing squad's groups. Yeah, I guess it is like a Saturday evening in July. Oh look, there was one that showed up. They're gonna get second ship. There was one. All right, I'm gonna click around the rest and clear out some of my daily stuff. Someone ping me if actual opponents show up. I have some ally things to clear in here. Send out some squads of people to collect some resources. These ones are very quick. For people who haven't seen me talk about this one before, so looks like our city battle's a bust this evening in terms of being competitive. But this game, at its core, is like a character collector game at the DCIP. It's been out for, I can't play it since like March or April when it launched, but a lot of the usual suspects in here. And then, as is typical in these types of games, you have different ones that have synergies with each other. So like, they had predefined groups of squads that we were sending out in this game mode. So like these are Bat Family people that also have some Team Titans in them that get some bonuses. And there's like a generic weapon master stat. I've got a group that's Arkham's Most Wanted plus Deathstroke. These are Justice League Dark, and these are some of the super family with some meta-human Justice League splash. My sister wanted to gift me a new phone for my 22nd birthday. Do you have any recommendations? I'm a big fan of my OnePlus devices. Been using them for the last decade or more, and they've always been good to me. My Samsung Z Fold 4 was one of my biggest regret purchases in a long time. It's like the one non-OnePlus device I've had in the last decade of my life, and it was a real bad piece of hardware. Shortest lived cell phone I've ever had. Yeah, looks like it was just the one dork. A big city's gonna open in a minute. We can send a ship in there, but it probably doesn't matter realistically. Oh my goodness. For those of you that were here earlier, the Shadowverse tournament just posted. They're just now starting round 3. They're 5 hours from when the tournament was supposed to have started. I'm so glad I didn't bother trying to get it on the wait list. That's so terrible. Man, I'm sure they had some type of logistical explosion / issue making that happen, but I really hope they figure that out, because that's a real bad look. Send a ship into the big city. Have I done everything else? I think I've done everything else. Spend a couple of those. I don't think I'd claimed my shelter dollars recently. Yep. Are we at in the combat cycle? I think this was a good one for me. We're pretty close to the top of my server. We're 10th by a little bit. Don't think I could push to beat 9th. One of our other Hooglandians at the top. This game worth playing. I think it's a fine character collector game. If you like the DCIP and you like character collector games, it's very reasonable. I've enjoyed pushing buttons and making my numbers go up in it for the last few months. The alliance stuff is amusing. That's why, like I said, it's a little bit of a bust. it's a low ranked city, and the other 3 people didn't show up to play. We had where was it? This one last night. Kandak. There was one no-show out of 4, I would say, is pretty common, but this was pretty competitive to the end. We were actually under green line turns for a good chunk of it, and then we ended up jumping up above them. We became a little bit short compared to the top group. I actually had the highest personal point score from it, which was fun. When everybody shows up and you've got active groups on both sides, it's kind of like a team RTS game, which is fun with the characters that you built. If you end up checking it out, the game is segmented by different servers for the groups to play. So if you want to play with me and the other Hooglandians, we've got an active group on server 215. So after you make an account, you want to make sure you change your servers in the. Is it in here now? They moved some of the menus around. I think it's in here. It's on here. It says Earth server 215 here at the bottom, but I forget where. Oh, is this it? Switch account? No, it's not that one. Is it characters? Yes. Okay, so that's it. You have to click in here, and then it's this button, and then it's characters. They redid a bunch of these menus a little bit. It's different than where it was previously. Oh, you know, I have Superboy. I can do another level or two in here with him. Before I only had these two orcs. I don't think I'm pulling for Supergirl. You gotta kind of pick and choose which characters you get. I want to put resources into. You don't need all of them. I end up skipping a few here and there. But they've got super family characters on the current banner because of the movie going on.
Time to play.
These might not be doable without Supergirl. You probably need her AoE to not time out. Here you go, Deso, just those three. Are we gonna get it? He might clear the thing in the back here. Okay, cool. I did the first couple with just Clark and Crypto. But came up short.
Time to play.
Oh, he has to clear the waves quick enough and then hit the thing in the back. That makes sense. My Superman's not terribly impressive either. He's only 2 blue.
Time to play.
47 seconds. Yeah, he probably cleans these out.
Time to play.
We poke through some more of those later off stream. Oh look, one of them farmed 183 as well. Not last. I don't think anybody's gonna kick us out anywhere though. All right, gamer. Since this is a bust, I'm just gonna go ahead and let it play out the rest off stream. Do you play this game in your own time? Usually, I like games like this, but I haven't had time for this. Do you play this game in your own time? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Chobo Dreams. Like, do I play it off stream? Yeah, most of what I play is off stream. Or do you mean, can you follow along at your own pace? Definitely. There's some PvP stuff, but there's a ton of PvE content. Yeah. We play, I've done like, so, most of what we play on stream, they have, this mode they call Darkest Timeline that's like a roguelike drafting mode. We've been doing a draft here and there on stream, I think makes for amusing content. And talking and clicking, and sometimes we pull characters when a new banner comes up, but most of what I play on this not off stream. A lot of it's like idle resource collecting. A lot of like the thought in games like this is like theory crafting and putting together different teams and combinations of things. And I'm just not usually live on the weekend, so the more active bits like the Guardian Challenge when they're competitive, are usually getting done off stream. All right, folks, I am going to be off tomorrow, and then I plan to be live on Monday for my nice normal long stream day. Appreciate everybody that was here for our Saturday stream through the end. I will catch y'all around later. Peace, folks.